Thank you, everybody that's live on Facebook, live on YouTube, live here on Instagram for tuning in for this special edition of Stephon Clark Sunday. Thank you all. So I'm going to get right into it. Passion without direction is chaos. We talk about that a lot. And when I was first introduced into the national scene, I had bursted. A lot of you remember when I bursted onto the City Hall chambers, chanting the name of my dear brother, the unarmed truth, a prophet, a martyr, inshallah, who was assassinated in my grandmother's backyard because cops allegedly did not know the difference between a gun and a cell phone. We have a saying between the family that anyone who does something so bad that a law must be created, something so bad that a law must be created, that people or those persons should be held accountable. No reasons we should be defending the innocence of my dear brother, Stephon Clark, when the officers who murdered him should be proven theirs in the court of law. I've said that numerous times. Anywho, as you all remember, after I jumped on that mayor's desk, I had a message for the people. And I don't think the message was heard because of maybe it was overshadowed and overlooked because of my eccentric and not so eloquent outburst, okay? But the message was simple, and the message remains the same. The rent is too high. The gangbanging has to stop. And the poverty is uncontrollable. These are things that we discussed in that Stephon Clark State of the City address. And these are some of the things I'm going to touch on today for Stephon Clark Sunday. These are three problems that still persist during this pandemic. And the reason for the state of the address was to call for love and unity in the community because we believe that we need justice and accountability on not some levels, but all levels. Transparency without accountability means nothing, just like solidarity without organization is useless. I wanted to acknowledge the fact that we have a growing homeless crisis here in the capital city. We cannot ignore the fact that the homeless crisis is impacting more and more people every day during this pandemic. And many of the people that are being affected by this homeless epidemic look like me and you, come from the same communities we come from. But yet they are ignored. According to the most recent poll here in Sacramento, conducted throughout Sacramento County, more than 5,500 people are experiencing homelessness on any given night. And I've had meetings with people on the street, and they have told me that they have heard numbers over 10,000 or people are sleeping on the streets at any given night. That's nearly 20% from 2017 and just over 2,650 people in the year 2015. And this count is conducted every 2 years. Shelters are not a solution. Triage centers are not a solution. Affordable and transitional housing is a solution. Actionable items. The next phase of this movement will be you. Everybody watching, you are the next phase of this movement. You are the leaders. You are the voice for the voiceless. Don't let the media tell your stories, especially if you've been affected, especially social media. Because if it was up to the social media and the people out there on the news telling my story, the life and legacy of Stephon Clark would not be where it is today. You have to understand in the last 3 years, Stephon has done more than most men will do in a lifetime. You have to understand that Stephon has a middle school opening next year, a Fortune School, college preparatory middle school opening in the year 2022, which will commemorate his life and legacy for a positive light for generations and generations long, long, long after you and I left this earth. Are you a poet, a writer, singer, artist, dancer, public speaker? Email us. Are you a community leader? Email us because, like I said, you're the voice for the voiceless. Email us at imsacfoundation@gmail.com and become a part of the movement and not the moment. I believe everyone has a story. We don't believe in giving people exposure. All we have is a platform that brings people together. If we as a people do not come together, despite geographical locale, despite race, despite Democrat or Republican, they are going to continue to kill us like dogs in the middle of the streets. Stephon Clarkson will continue to happen. Soraya Jade Redmond, who was 19 years old, killed in Thomas while she was watching a movie. Her killers still have not been held accountable. If we don't come together as one, they will try to exterminate all of us. There's a saying, divided we stand, divided we fall. We must come together and be united. The most important thing you can do to help a friend or loved one who is grieving a death or a child or who has lost something or who is going through something in any way, shape, or form, the best thing you can do is be there. Be available. Understanding. Non-judgmental. If somebody is in need of support, the best thing you can do is be available. Answer the call. And that's one of the most important things that I wanted to put out there. This is a movement, not a moment. And if you look at it as just a moment and not a movement, you won't realize the importance of it. From fancy high-rises to family unit apartment complexes, Sacramento is quickly becoming the new hotspot for eager tenants, even as the average rent price jumps from $1,882 a month. It's nearly $30 more than one of the nation's most expensive cities to live in, Seattle. This has become one of the most expensive places to live. The homelessness is rising. People are dying at tremendous rates. And we are not coming together in the way we need to. The actionable items is to join I Am SAC Foundation, become a member of the movement at the moment. That's the actionable item. And it's a good actionable item, I think. I think it's a great actionable item, actually. Because what we're doing is we're remodeling Stephon's house right now. We're remodeling Stephon's house in a way where it's for the people, it serves and benefits you. And at Stephon's house, we have a lot of things here. We have a library, a gift shop, a movie theater, a studio, a meeting and therapy room, open spaces. And we would love if the community can come together and help donate so we can remodel before the grand opening we want to do in October of 21. The I Am SAC Foundation is a community that brings people together and keep the legacy of Stephon Clark alive. And it's very important that we donate this actionable item. Our goal right now is $4,000. And I believe that this can help, and it can help in a way where it's an easy actionable item because anything helps. If you're not a member of the movement, please, please, please do what you can to donate. I love you all. I thank you all. I appreciate everybody for tuning in for this special conversation. And if you want to become a member of the movement at the moment, go to that website you see and join. Because that's what we need. We need more people to join the movement at the moment. you know, because we need the support on all levels right now. So I want you everybody to join. There's a GoFundMe link, or I'm going to be throwing in the comments. I just want everybody to join and support this remodeling. We need the studio equipment. We need the podcast information. We need the movie theater setups. We need so much in here. We need more bookshelves as well. We need a lot more. So everybody needs you all to become a member of the movement and go ahead and donate to that GoFundMe, or go to www.iamstackfoundation.com and make a donation. Anything helps. Anything helps. And what we would like to have is the support of the people. The support of the people can go a long way. And we believe with that support, we can do many, many, many things. So please donate to the movement. $5 help. $10, $15, $20, $25, $50, $100. Anything helps when it comes to commemorating life and legacy. Many bookshelves are needed. We need face masks. We need more sanitizers. We got to get ready for these bike drives and shoe drives and turkey drives and trunk or treats and COVID resource fairs. We have to stand together. And the children have nowhere to go. And if they did have places to go, they wouldn't be running the streets like it's nobody's business. We need to start providing places for these people and these kids to go. I need you all to donate to an actionable item. Sometimes, I was reading this post, and it said, girl, all your boyfriend do is scream at you and ask you for money. Girl, you dating the pastor. You get it? So you ain't dating no pastor over here, because we're not screaming at you. We ain't just asking you for money. We're telling you that there's a problem in our community. There's a division. There's a divisive rhetoric in our streets. And we're giving you actionable items, safe places, and brave spaces. I come here every Sunday. Every Sunday I'm coming here and speaking with the people, because it's Stephon Clark Sunday. And this is how we commemorate life and legacy, by helping others, by making sure other people don't have to go through what me and my family had to endure with the tragic death of my younger brother. And I also lost the older brother. So to make sure we prevent that, I come on here every Sunday for about a good hour or 30 minutes. And I come out here and give you my solutions. I invite you into our safe spaces, because I know if I'm not part of the solution, I'm part of the problem. I'm part of the problem. If you are not part of the solution, you are part of the problem. No way you could say, oh, I stand for Stephon, or I stand for accountability, I stand for justice, if you say, fuck my brother, or fuck him, or fuck them. If you don't say, look, I love everybody. It might not seem, I might not like your ass. I don't like a lot of people. There's a lot of people I do not like. And I know y'all don't like me either. But I love you. I love you. Even if you did me wrong, even if you're a traitor, even if you're not loyal, even if you talked bad about me behind my back, even if you said fuck me, even if you don't like the way that I fight for my brother, I still love you. Because what you eat don't make me shit, number one. Number two, this is a fight where we need more solidarity than division. I'm not anti-Semitic. Somebody said I'm anti-Semitic. No, I'm not anti-Semitic. And people that will make up things to spill a negative image on you are desperate for attention. They're just desperate for attention. I get it. I'm an easy target, but I'm not anti anything. I'm not anti-LGBTQ. I'm not anti-white. I'm not even anti-law enforcement. You would think I'm anti-law enforcement. I'm not. I'm anti-police brutality. I'm anti-police terrorism. I'm anti-using your privilege to step on the backs of black people. I'm anti that. But I'm not anti anything else. I'm anti-hate. I'm anti-division. I'm anti-hidden agenda. Because a lot of people, they don't have actionable items. They have actionable hidden agendas. Watch out for we's, okay? Watch out for the power of we's. People will come and say, we're going to do this, we're into that. We ain't going to do shit. We going to separate if you trying to fuck up what we trying to do here within the movement. That's what we going to do. And shout out to my brother Clarence Muhammad, because Stephon Clark was a Muslim. May he rest as a prophet and a martyr, inshallah. My brother was Muslim. People don't, be understand. Stephon Clark was a Muslim. So how can you be a Christian or a Muslim and stand for what's right if you saying fuck my brother? The problem is people are so quick to kill their own brothers than they are to defeat and attack this suppressive system. How are you quicker to kill your brother, assassinate your brother's character, talk down on somebody that looks like you, that talk like you, that are sons of slaves just like you, but then kiss the oppressor's ass, do anything assigned to their deals, wear their brands and their labels just for acceptance and pride and shit. Mama always said, hard head make a soft ass. A hard head make a soft ass. In 3 years, we've been able to do so much because we've been committed to this fight. We said we're not going to stop because y'all think I'm crazy. If I would have stopped because I thought what y'all think affected me in this, I would never be nowhere. I would not be sitting in Stephon's house. We would not be having our own luxury transportation. We would not own our own merchandise and farmers markets and so on and so forth. If I would listen to you people, a lot of you people, if I listened to y'all, well, I wouldn't be nowhere. But I did not listen to what people said. I went with what the Spirit said. You hear me? The Spirit connected me with people that stayed in the movement because they were a part of the movement. They were not a part of the moment. The way you know people are with the moment and not the movement is they'll pop up when George Floyd's happen. They'll pop up when Eric Garner's, Breonna Taylor's, Sandra Bland's happen on the national level. But when it comes to that local level, the Marshall Miles, the Antonio Thomases, the Raya Jade Redmonds, they will not be there because they were never with the movement. They were only for the moment. And that's another reason I say you cannot turn chickens into eagles. No. You cannot turn chickens, and I tried numerous times. I tried turning these chickens into eagles. I protested for generations, and I tried turning you chickens into eagles, and I realized you can't do it. The mindset is not there. That's why you can't turn chickens into eagles, because they don't know they can fly. Huh? They don't know what they're capable of. That's why you cannot respond at their levels. The chickens and the eagles are meant to be separated. Which one are you? Are you a chicken or an eagle? I need you to figure that out. Are you an owner or are you a volunteer victim? Figure that out. Are you a giraffe? Are you a turtle? Because giraffes don't respond at the levels of turtles. What are you? Which are you? Where do you fit in? You need to figure it out. Because if you don't, you will be going in circles like how the Hebrews did when they escaped Pharaoh from Egypt and they were on their way to the promised land. God wiped off an entire generation. God wiped off an entire generation because they worshiped golden calves. They worshiped golden statues. They used God's name in vain. They were blasphemous. Blasphemy is an unforgivable sin. If you do not find out who you are, if you keep associating with these damn chickens, if you're a giraffe that is trying to be at the levels of turtles, if you are an elephant being bothered by flies, you will be ate apart in this. Elephants do not swat flies. Giraffes do not respond at the levels of turtles. And you cannot turn chickens into eagles. Period. 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 Dot. EOD. EOD means end of discussion. EOD. I could end the live right now. I done preached. I done spoke. I done said a word or two. That could be it right there. Because the COVID thing is picking up. They got this new Delta variant. Everybody's afraid, like, oh, we got vaccinated and our vaccine should be good, but now they're telling me I can get sick even though I'm vaccinated. If you live by the world is going to deal with you how the world deals with you. If you live in the Spirit, you will go by how the Spirit works and the Spirit deals. I've decided not to be living in a spirit of fear, to keep with the message, Can you imagine if I would have stayed inside the house during the pandemic when they had murdered George Floyd? I didn't go out there and start fighting and start calling for accountability, start calling for justice on not some levels and all levels because I was afraid. We would have never gotten to where we are today. Do not live in a spirit of fear. That is a chicken mentality. Be careful though. Stay COVID compliant, get vaccinated if you want. But don't live in a spirit of fear. The way you could help us by going to that GoFundMe and donating so that way kids can get actionable items to resources. Our job is to build our community. Too many neighborhoods, not enough neighbors. We've said this numerous times. The only way we're able to come together when it pertains to actionable items, transformative justice, social justice, restorative justice, is by coming together, unity, having the dialogue. No matter how hard it is, we have to have these dialogues. We have to sit down with each other and explain to us, hey, look, I don't like this about you. What is it that you don't like about me? So we can agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Or is it that black people, all people, we just want to yell from different sides with no solutions? Ain't y'all tired of yelling at each other with no solutions? Huh? We've been yelling for far too long. Ain't y'all tired of protesting and shit? Just random. Ain't you tired of seeing mothers lose their babies? They have press conferences with Ben Crump and Al Sharpton talking about how they want the officers to be held accountable. Ain't y'all tired of the same old shit? Because if we don't start our own de-escalation tactical teams, if we don't start our own restoration teams, if we don't come together as brothers in arms, if we don't come together as sisters in arms, if we don't come together for inclusive and exclusive economic, if we don't come together for reparations, if we don't come together for higher education, the quality of higher education, then we fail. Hard head do make a soft ass. Because if you knew better, damn it, you do better. You see, we self-made. I read a book. It said everyone is self-made, but only the successful would admit it. Y'all don't believe you're self-made. You believe success is what you see from the media and all that. Success is what you make it. You create your own success. Success to you could be a damn cabana in Jamaica waking up to the beach every day, huh? Or success to be, hey, I'm living in the middle of Wyoming in a polygamous marriage with 30 wives, and bam, and they happy, I'm happy. Or a success could be, hey, in 3 years, we got Stephon's house. We did Stephon Clark Law. We got Stephon Clark Middle School, Stephon Clark Murals, Stephon Clark Playground, Stephon Clark Cannabis Justice Street. We got Stephon Clark everything. That could be your success. But quit looking at people to validate and tell you what success is and what it should be like. Create your own success. That's why I say you cannot turn chickens into eagles. That is a chicken mentality. That is a volunteer victim mentality. That is a turtle mentality. That's a fly mentality. People say, oh, you smell like, it's because you work with shit. And if you work with shit, I guarantee you're going to come out covered in shit and smelling like shit. You are the company you keep. You are the people you associate with. If I'm with 5 idiots, who's the 6th idiot, huh? It's Mr. Clark. If I'm with 8 broke people, and when I say broke, I'm not talking about money. Because a lot of you people, whenever you think of poor or rich, it only equivalates to money. That is another thing we have to scratch in the black community. Stop thinking about poor and rich as an equivalence to money. You cannot buy yourself into heaven, but you can earn your way to hell. I'll tell you that much. You cannot. Money will not fix anything. And trust me, I know. I've touched a few dollars in my life. But God giveth and God taketh away. God giveth and God taketh away. It's harder for a rich man to get into heaven than a poor man. Quit looking at money to validate your success. Mark Twain says, an average man, a middle class man, lives a more happier life than a rich man. The simplistic man lives a happier life than the rich man. We've looked to materialistic things to validate our success. Materialism and individualism will be the downfall of our people if we don't come together. Mark my words. We don't give a damn how big your house is. We don't give a damn about how many cars you got. We don't give a damn about what you say you done did. What are you doing today? What work are you putting in today? Or is it that you only do community service when the court tells you to? That's another problem I have with you people. Not all of you, but most of you. You only do community service when you're forced to do community service. You don't do it because you actually love and want to help and want to sustain our communities. That's a problem I have. I fight not just for those who've been affected by the police. I fight for all of us. I've stood in solidarity with the Palestinian community. I've stood in solidarity with the LGBTQ community. I've stood in solidarity with the Asian community. I've stood in solidarity with our Mexican community. Si se puede. I love the people. I love. But what we are not going to act like is that we're going to start accepting fake shit. A lot of people don't like me. I get that. I'm okay with that. I've accepted that I will not be universally liked by all of you. I get that. But hey, don't watch me. Watch TV. Huh? And if I'm on TV, guess what? Turn the TV off. Because I'm not the news. The news is there are over 10,000 people suffering, sleeping in the streets, homeless. That's the news. The news is there are dropout factories being built, and they're just passing kids along, talking about no child left behind, and you got sixth graders reading at a second grade reading level. No. If I'm in the sixth grade and I'm reading at a second grade level, keep my ass in the second grade. I don't care. We are raising a soft generation. Too many food deserts. Gentrification is being accepted at an all-time high. Black people are still killing black people based on geographical locale. Black people have killed more black people than the Ku Klux Klan ever had. And I'm not talking, and I can talk about black people, but we can also talk about this white on white violence as well. You know, because black people ain't up here shooting up schools and all that. There's a lot of diverse craziness going on in the world, black and white. It's not on one side. It's a bunch of crazy ish going on in the world right now, especially in the United States of America. And I'm not the one to be quiet. I'm not a paid activist. You can't tell me what to say. There's nobody pulling my strings. I'm not being controlled. You can't fire me. Can't nobody fire me. Now, if I could be fired and shit, then I wouldn't be able to talk as transparent. But the thing is, I need your help. I can't be the only one fighting for my brother. When y'all gonna wake up and start fighting for yours? Or will it take the death of your brother in your grandmama's backyard for you to stand up and fight for your own? Martin Luther King did not die for nothing. Malcolm X did not die for nothing. Harriet Tubman, Thurgood Marshall, John Lewis, Stephon Clark, Emmett Till, Tamir Rice, Eric Garner, they did not die for nothing. What are you going to do? Are you part of the movement or the moment? Because I'm so sick of it. You fake ass activist. I'm waiting for the real to stand up. Like how they say, well, the real Slim Shady, well, the real humans that care about love and life and liberty and justice, will y'all stand up? Or will you be those performative activists that do it for likes, that do it for clout? Will you be one of those people that stand for what's right? Because your silence is compliance. You saying nothing says a lot. Sorry, I get a little passionate sometimes for my delivery. Is that I love love. And I know that if we do not come together as a people, we will go extinct. It's not that many of us, you guys. They say it's about 13 million of us here. The year my mother was born, 1972, there were 300,000 people in the prison system. Today, the prison system surmounts 2.3 million. More than 2 million people are locked up today. America holds 5% of the world's population. Yet we have 25% of the world's prison population. 25% of the world's prisoners are locked up here in the United States. That's because we haven't came together for ours. My brother Keon says your mine's ours. We haven't came together for our own restoration teams. We have not come together for our own COVID community outreach resource teams. We have not came together for our own de-escalation tactical teams. We have not came together when it pertains to social, transformative, and restorative justice on not some levels, but all levels. We as Black people have failed, and if we continue to fail, we will raise a generation of cowards. A generation of kids who don't know what to fight or believe in because they've seen a generation that not fight or believe in anything. They will see few people like Stephon Clarks to stand up for something. And then I tell you this, the hero only lives long enough to see himself become the villain again. I watched that and learned that from Batman. We don't need no more Stephon Clarks. Because if you had these shoes on, you wouldn't even know how to sleep. You don't want these shoes. What we need is more yous. More yous. We need more you being you. When you gonna start being you? Be more of you. Don't be like what they want you to be, because that means you're a follower. Be yourself, unapologetic, and respectfully, and authentically yourself. We need you. I'm gonna stop beating y'all up now. But if we don't start standing for something, the kids under us will think that's normal. The kids under us will think that's okay. The kids under us wouldn't know what guidance or real activism is. They will look at performative activism as real activism. They would open businesses, and when they see Black lives being subjected to harm, they would say, just put a Black Lives Matter sign on your window and they will let you go because they know you're for the movement. Just put a Black Lives Matter sign. You teach people how to treat you. You teach people how to treat you. I am not the most perfect messenger. I am not a community leader. I am not a activist. I'm just a voice and vessel for Stephon Alonzo Clark. I am just my brother's keeper. I love my brother. I miss my brother. And the way we make sure Stephon's never happen again is if we start sticking up for each and every one of our brothers, as if each and every one of our brothers are Stephon's. Black people must come together despite geographical locale, despite money, despite bullshit. Black people, if we don't wake the fuck up, they gonna kill all our black asses. Simple as that. It doesn't matter who got the VVS chains and the Rolexes and the APs and the Cartiers and the Gucci's and Louis and Fendi's and Pradas. What matters is the preservation of life. Do we want to see our kids grow up the same way that we grew up? Dying over geographical locale that we own no parts of? You look stupid. Stupid means you know better, but you do it anyway. You're dying over shit you don't own. At least when the Cowboys and Indians was fighting, they were fighting over property that they could own and take with forever. You fighting over you ain't even got no reparations. You ain't got no 40 acres. You ain't even got a mule. I got my mule, damn it. But I got it because I had to wake the hell up. I had to wake up and say, you know what? How am I going against how can I fight with another black man when the system is trying to fight us and kill us and kick us out of our communities? And how can I be mad at another black man? How? And what do being mad at a black man get me? What do being mad at a black man get me? It don't get me shit. Me seeing Tyrone from so-and-so, what does it bother me about him? Oh, he's not from where I'm from. He's from here, so I just can't do that. No, you sound stupid. Shut the hell up. Because you killing our people. And stupid means you know better, but you do it anyway. You know better than killing your brother based on geographical locale. Especially geographical locale you own no parts of. You're stupid. You know better. I can't call you dumb because dumb means you know better, right? How to ride a bike for dummies. How to make chicken noodle soup for dummies. You're not a dummy because you know better. You know better. Heard somebody tell me, you know, can you come speak at our funeral? Can you come speak? No, I don't speak at funerals. The last funeral I spoke at, it was horrible, okay? So I don't even think about speaking at a funeral. Most people don't even deserve funerals. I know that must piss a lot of people off, but a lot of you motherfuckers don't even deserve funerals because a funeral is what have you done on this earth to deserve that? Talk down on your brother? Treat your sister like hell? Malcolm X says the most disrespected person in America is the black woman. Stephon Clark says the most villainized person in America is the black man. Period. The black man is the most frowned on person in America. But yet stolen from, copy us, imitate us. Can you imagine how powerful black women in the black race will be as an entirely if black men alone got together? Black men started opening nail shops, beauty salons, resource centers, party bus companies, fighting for legislative change just as a unit, despite geographics, despite politics, despite agendas. Black men, do you know how powerful black men could be if we had a unity that was not, that did not have anything to do with fraternities? Or anything to do with politics, or anything to do with sex, race, class, or creed? Do you know how strong black men just alone will be? Do you know how many people will copy that formula that we are the most influential people in America? The black man is the most influential. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I got an hour. I'm only at 39 minutes. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. The problem is we don't know how to use our influence. That's why we say passion without direction is chaos. It's the Willie Lynch syndrome being implemented in modern day society. Turn the young against the old. Turn the light skin against the dark skin. Turn the field against the house, the rich against the poor. And black people are still biting into that silly shit. And I was guilty of that. I was guilty of that until the death of my brother in my grandmother's backyard. Ignorance is bliss. When my brother died, I was a rapper. My name was Pharaoh Da Vinci. People say, well, why did you choose the name Pharaoh Da Vinci? I chose my rap name to be Pharaoh Da Vinci because I'm a Sagittarius. Pharaoh means half man, half divine. Sagittarius is half man, half beast, half human. Half something, half godly, half something. That's a Sagittarius. And Pharaoh is half man, half divine. The word divine not meaning God, but godly, godlike. Okay, so Pharaoh and the Sagittarius came out. Da Vinci. The reason I added the Da Vinci to my name was because Da Vinci is art. A lot of people don't know who Leonardo da Vinci is, but they know his art. They know The Last Supper. They know the Mona Lisa. They know his art, but they don't really know the artist. Leonardo da Vinci was self-made. He was self-funded. He was self-taught. So Pharaoh Da Vinci is what I created my name to be. Pre-Stephon. Post-Stephon, Pharaoh Da Vinci had died. Because you cannot change what you worship. You must die with it. I worshipped the image I created for myself post-Stephon, Pharaoh Da Vinci. I used to say things like, I can't say it on here, but I used to say very bad things, okay? And what I've noticed was that I was looking up to what I had seen as success. Rappers, and I thought that was what it was. Stephon died. I was like, okay, fuck these rappers. Fuck all these rappers. Fuck everybody. When Stephon died, it was okay. Well, now I get our struggle. Now I get, like, seriously. I get it now. Why? Because I was affected. Unfortunately. And I hope and pray that for you to give a damn, you don't have to be affected. That's the point of me doing this. It's to prevent any of you from being affected. Because when I lost Stephon, I didn't just lose my brother. I lost my mental health. I lost my mind. I lost my trust in this system. I had never been incarcerated until the death of my brother. I had never been thrown into a mental institution. I had never been hated on a mass level until the system killed my brother. The city of Sacramento killed my brother. The blood of Stephon is on the city's hands. Few people stepped up when all people should have stepped up. Half justice is no justice. I don't want your little half of justice, because that's no justice. I want real justice. I want our people to come together and create our own justice. A lot of people are not there yet when it comes to having those transformative, restorative social conversations. A lot of black people really ain't ready. You killed my cousin. My cousin's cousins killed their cousins, and the wooty-woot, and you from there and I'm from there, and y'all people killed some of my people when y'all shot us and we shot them. So a lot of us aren't ready for those deep conversations. The longer y'all take to have these deep, powerful conversations, the longer you take, lives and bloods and lives will be lost. Blood will be spilled and lives will be lost. The longer we take to have these conversations, more blood and more lives will be lost. I am calling for a ceasefire. I am calling for a love campaign. I am saying that we need more political power. I get it. All black people don't think alike. All black people aren't Christians. All black people aren't Muslims. All black people don't support black people. I get it. Every culture, every people have their problem. But black people, I didn't come on this live for 45 minutes just because I like the way I sound. I'm tired of talking. That's why I need your help. If I had all the answers, I wouldn't be begging you for help for an hour every fucking Sunday. If I had all the answers, I wouldn't even be at Stephon's house working the way I am every day for our people. I'm tired. I am so tired. And until you are tired like I am tired, things will never change. I'm telling you, they will never change. Until you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, it will never change. I hope and pray none of you have to wear these shoes I wear. Or the shoes of Mama Clark, my mother, who has buried not just one child, not two, but 3 children. I've lost 2 brothers and a sister. And if it takes you being affected to stand up for what's right, you are part of the problem. And I didn't really realize it until George Floyd died. How many activists are so problematic. I didn't realize how many people were so scared. Damn. George Floyd. See, when Stephon died, I was upset. And there is a such thing as righteous anger. But I was upset because I said, man, we seen Stephon and now George Floyd happening and we still not coming together as one. What the hell is wrong with our people? Huh? Y'all like being depressed? Do y'all like getting these checks from these white folks? Sorry, these politics. When I say white folks, I'm talking about the system, the government. Don't think I'm saying white folks in a racial term. I'm talking about it's like how Malcolm X used to say the white man. I'm talking about the government, the system. We have a lot of white allies that are our friends. And I love white people. Matter of fact, I would like to say this. Nobody loves white people more than me. I love them all. I'm a libertarian. I love all white people. Nobody loves anybody more than I love everybody. Si se puede. We for the people. But what we not going to do is act like black people are not. We're the only people in America that are sons of slaves. We're the only people in America that are not immigrants. Black people need help. And black people cannot expect that help to come from people who've been oppressing us for generations and generations and generations and generations. We have to come up with our own solutions, our own transportation. We don't need to be dependent on BART and Sacramento Regional Transit and shit. We need to come up with our own transportation. We need our own libraries. We need our own schools. If you want to stay at their schools, you want to stay under their regime, hey, power to you. But we need our own. A white man's, I think Farrakhan says, a white man's heaven is a black man's hell. Ain't y'all tired of living in their heaven? Ain't you tired of, don't you want generational wealth? Because a lot of generational wealth was built off of King Cotton. You do know that, right? So when is we as a people are going to stand up for what's right? I've sat and watched us be divisive, and I'm done. I'm done. If I gotta come here every Sunday for an hour and speak about us coming together and actionable items, then I'm gonna do that. Send me a message on how you want to help. Get in my inbox. Email us. Go to our website. Donate. Because if you're not part of the solution, you are part of the problem. And we have a program here. We have actionable items here. We've created a SAC 6 program. We've promoted the 2020 10-point program here. But the programs are not effective without the people. Sickening to me. How we could just talk bad about our own brothers and hate each other, and then when the oppressor does all this crap, everybody's all quiet. For the rest of this year, every black person watching, I want you to make this promise. That you're going to love, respect, and treat every black person you see with kindness, respect, and honor. Okay? Everybody should take that oath right now. Everybody should. Don't stand for no disrespect. But don't take your bad day out on everybody else either. Black people, we got to deal with our trauma. We need culturally competent therapists. We need help. We need brothers. Black men, you need black men to talk to. Not fight with all the time. Call me. I'm here for our people. I'm here to help. I'm here to help. And I'm not going to be quiet while our people are continuing to die in the streets. I don't care about what gang you're from. I don't care about how big your house is or how many women you got or how much money you got, how many hits you done sold, how many movies you got. I don't give a damn. What are you doing for the sustainability of our community? What are you doing for the improvement of our people? What are you doing for the improvement of the quality of life, the improvement of higher education? What are you doing? What are your actionable items? If not, I don't even want to talk to you. Become a member. Donate. Because if not, you wasted my time. Because I'm not focused on me. Y'all keep thinking about I. I'm thinking about my last name, not my first. Everything I do is for this Clark name. Not Stephon. It's for Clark. Y'all don't get it. It's for my last name, not my first. I don't do anything for my first name. That's the problem with y'all. Y'all do everything for your first name. You do nothing for your last name. So if you start doing things for your last name, if you start doing things for legacy and trying to provide and commemorate and receive recommendations and spread the gospel of love, everybody love everybody. John 15:12, the greatest commandment, love each other as I have loved you. John 15:18, if the world hates you for it, know they hated him long before they ever hated y'all. Sorry, weak asses. Not all of you, but a lot of you are, because you refuse to speak up when black people are oppressed, especially by other black people. Black people got to quit killing black people. Because if we don't quit killing black people, white people, and all people are going to keep killing and oppressing us. So we got to get our shit together. Because they're expecting that Willie Lynch syndrome. They're expecting that mentality of they're wild, they're beasts, they're thugs, they're criminals. They want to project that on us and make us believe that, because they want to say that we believe it. And look, I'm not standing for it. Stephon Clark did not die for nothing. And that's why I do this for my last name and not my first, because I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. I seen people die and they become a t-shirt for a day. A hashtag for I'll be damned. If Stephon Clark is just a damn t-shirt. Excuse my French on this Sunday. I know I might be cussing a lot on this Sunday, but I'll be damned if Stephon Clark don't implement some type of change. If we don't prevent some type of Stephons from happening again, I might not be ready to sit down and have those restorative, transformative social conversations and dialogues with the cops who killed my brother, the DA who failed to prosecute, and the community leaders who failed to stand up for the Clark family when they know damn well and right they should have been there since day one, but they failed because they were scared. They're only there for the dollar, not for the people. They chose power over people. They chose politics over people. I can't do that. I can't be mad at everybody. Everybody love everybody. That's why God says, if the world hates you, know they hated me long before they ever hated you. Because he knew the hate was going to come. Because he's some hateful, spiteful, sick people out there. Some cold motherfuckers out there, y'all. These people, some people are just sick. They just, I don't know what it is. They're just sick. Hurt people. People got mad at me for the way I was grieving. Instead of being mad at the officers who killed my brother in my grandmother's backyard, who caused me to grieve the way I was grieving. Y'all got the wrong enemy. I am not, black men, I am not the enemy. This oppressive system is the enemy. I didn't, look, the media, the bad media, the fake media, the false media, like the media who put Sean King's home address out there, that's the problem. That's the problem. I got about 4 more minutes until my hour's up. And like I said, I'm going to come here every Sunday and let y'all know what's real. Then I'm going to come here every Sunday and let you know what's real, even for an hour. Black people got to start coming together. If we don't start, look, I'm telling you, they're going to exterminate our asses. We got to come together. We got to come together. I love everybody. I love love. I love. We got to come together. Everybody love everybody. I got 3 more minutes left. So my last 3 minutes, I just want to say thank you all for joining and tuning in. Message me on IamPsychFoundation@gmail. Get involved with what we're doing. Become a member of the movement and not the moment. And know that your silence is totally compliance. You deciding to do nothing says something. Speak up. Stand up. Donate. Help remodel Stephon's house. Come teach a program. Come work the studio. Come work the screen print shop. Come to our therapy room. Come check out a book, a DVD, a CD. Come use the computers. Come get involved and be active with what we're doing here. We need your help. We need your support. We need you. I need you. Stephon needs you. The legacy, the movement needs you. Donate and become a member of the movement because it's an actionable item. Our SAC 6 program goes like this. Number 1, bridge the gap between law enforcement and at-risk communities. Number 2, inform and educate on policy and legislative change. Number 3, provide resources and healing spaces for those in need in our community. Number 4, commemorate the life and ongoing legacy of Stephon Clark so that his name may live in a positive light for generations after you and I have left this earth. Number 5, receive recommendations from you, the people, on how to prevent Stephon Clark from ever happening again. And number 6, spread the gospel of love. Everybody love everybody. Thank you all for tuning in again. I love you all so much. And like I said, I don't mean to bash you up or beating you all up on this. But the goal here is to get you to open your ears and join a movement that is going to preserve lives. They're going to build healthy communities, build safe communities. If you're not with love, you're with hate. And keep your hating ass from around me. I don't want none of that hateful ass shit around me. None of them hateful spirits I don't want around me. I don't want around the legacy of Stephon. If you got hate in your heart, unfollow me, block me. If you still think I'm bye. I ain't begging nobody now. I love you, but you gotta love yourself first. You can't do nothing if you don't love yourself. Do you love yourself enough to try to want a better tomorrow? Do you love yourself enough to try to prevent Stephon Clark from? Do you love yourself enough to want your children to be in a better world that we're in right now? Because you talk about hell, damn it, we're living in it. This place is turning to hell. We got to get our shit together as a people. I keep saying black, but there's only one race, and that is the human race. I love you all. Everybody love everybody. My hour is up. Go to IamStackFoundation.com. Go to IamStackEvents.org. Become a member of the movement, not the moment. I love you all for tuning in and listening and joining me. Every Sunday we back on this. And Tuesday we got a special conversation coming up. So everybody love everybody. Thank y'all for joining me. Bye-bye. Yes. Everybody on Facebook, make sure you share this. You comment. You tell all your friends about the movement and not the moment. And you make sure that you let them know. No justice, no peace. And until we get some justice, there will be no peace. Peace and love to you too.